Whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, it does not matter what you drive. This is your All-Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and today we're going to discuss off-roading our 21 Jeep Gladiator. That's right, this is the 2021 Jeep Willys Edition Gladiator, so you get a lot of cool little extra features. It's kind of built more for off-roading than maybe the normal S models, but was it enough to make us happy and satisfied out on the trails? Now, we took this thing to Windrock Park in East Tennessee, one of the largest places on the East Coast you can take anything to go off-roading. And well, we had a blast with this thing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this thing was a lot of fun to drive. From basic service trails to actually off-road trails, we had a blast with it. Now, it was raining a lot of time, which was kind of a bummer. We'd bought tube doors for this, and we wanted to take the roof and everything off and really enjoy it, kind of like it was a Wrangler of sorts, you know, with the ultimate off-road experience. We wanted that complete feel. And well, it rained. And I mean, it rained a lot, which is why you're starting to see all the mud and stuff on this thing. But that's not why we were there. We didn't care about putting some mud on this. We wanted to test the abilities of this vehicle, and was it capable? Was this thing something that I would prefer to off-road? Now, granted, this thing is not a Rubicon, so let's get that out of the way real quick. And it's not the Mojave, so there is no lockers on this thing. It's open diff. It's got a limited slip diff in the rear, but you know, limited slip, I've played with those. They never are truly what you'd want them to be off-road. So, was there plenty of power in this thing? How did the tires perform? If you want to know, let's discuss it right now. All right, so these are the Firestone Destination MTs. They're a 255, 75, 17, and I have zero complaints about these tires. I do not like Firestone tires. A lot of their tech seems old school, but these, you get the big lugs on the sides, you get the meaty MT tires. I have to say I like them a lot. Would I go out of my way to buy them? No. I'm a BFG guy, so probably not, but I would definitely recommend these to anybody that wanted it just on your normal rig. I definitely would recommend these tires. They performed well, the rocks. We were in a lot of wet terrain. You know, they definitely, a lot of clay we got in these things, and they definitely bogged down just a little bit. And there's something else, we're gonna discuss some issues with that. But overall, very, very impressed with these tires. I didn't air down. I wanted to take this thing out as you bought it from a showroom floor and we went and off-roaded. So I think these things could have performed better had I aired down, but we're at a 40 PSI right now. So that's a lot of pressure. That's road pressure in these tires. And if I dropped it down probably to a 20, maybe even an 18, I think they would have gripped rocks like crazy. But overall, these tires, I have to say, they're A+. All right, so one of the best features of the Willys package is this right here. The factory, I think Jeep calls them slush mats, and these are some of the best factory rubber mats that I've ever seen. They mold perfectly to the interior of the vehicle, and as you can see, they're just filthy. And like I said earlier, we just in and out of this truck, mud, mud, mud. You can kind of see it on the rails here a little bit, but just these saved our bacon a lot. And because this is carpet, you can see right here, you can see a little bit of dirt on the carpet, and we'll vacuum all that out and clean her up. But these mats, way better than I've tested with the Bronco, and way better than, honestly, than I've tested almost any other vehicle for factory mats. Now, will WeatherTech and somebody probably do them better? I'm sure they come up a little higher, but overall for Jeep factory mats, these were amazing, and I cannot say enough and recommend them. All right, so part of me going to Windrock Park was I needed to tow this big trailer. Well, not a super big trailer, but it was definitely loaded down. I estimated I had about 5,000 pounds in this trailer, believe it or not. I had a lot of weight in here. We had 2 extra sets of rock sliders. We had a bunch of just PA gear, a lot of stuff I do for my event. This thing towed beautifully. I had zero complaints. The only thing I ever noticed about this truck towing was a little bit of shifting, going up a lot of grades. It seemed like it would hang in third a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but it would kick. Once it got going, it would kick where it wanted to be. And shifting was like, okay, that's the problem you get with, you get a lot of speeds in your transmission. The transmission wants to find where it wants to be. So overall, this thing tows great. I've towed a lot with this truck, to be honest. I've towed a mower, a big trailer with it. Weekly, honestly. Well, you got to mow your yard, right? My mower is at my parents' house, so I'll bring it over here, tow it and mow the yard, and zero issues. But this was the longest I towed with this thing. It was about 200 miles we towed with it. I averaged about 13.9, 14 miles per gallon, which, like I said, there was a lot of weight in this trailer. So I was pretty happy with those numbers, and I wasn't just flat. We were going up grades, and if you've ever been to East Tennessee, you know you're going up hills, and it's kind of crazy. But I was very, very impressed with the towing features of this thing, and overall, I would definitely recommend this truck for towing. All right, as you know, this is not a factory bumper, but it looks like a factory bumper, and that's something I wanted to go for when I was looking for a replacement. Now, I knew I was going to take this thing off-road, and I potentially was going to drop a winch in this, and had our plans not changed where we were going to keep this for another year, I would have dropped a winch in this, and we would have, you know, went and played a little more hardcore. But I ended up with this bumper. This is a rugged ridge bumper, and I like it a lot. Very, very tough, very capable. I like that it's kind of factory looking. If you look at the kind of Rubicon style bumpers, this is somewhat in that area, and I like it a lot. The big beefy tow hooks, which I did use a lot. Now, once again, this is not factory. And why did I not want to keep a factory bumper on here? Well, I knew I was going to take this thing off-roading, and I didn't want those big wings sticking out. They're all plastic, and I knew that I'd be up my approach angles and stuff. I knew there would be some rock crawling involved in what I was going to do, and I just didn't want that sticking out there. And plus, I think this looks a lot better. All right, so we got our 2021 Jeep Gladiator, and then what are some of my final thoughts of owning this thing a little bit? Now, I don't give this thing up for another month or so I'm sure I'll find something that I like more about it, something I like a little less about it. But overall, this thing for my daily life has been pretty amazing. Now, the family, I've mentioned this many times, the family did not want this vehicle at all. The wife did not. She said, oh, they're just ugly. They're way too long. My daughter, oh, it's just way too long and ugly. And then once you drive one of these, you don't realize there's a truck bed back there. And for 99% of people out there who just need a vehicle that you can drive, maybe go to Home Depot, pick up whatever you need, maybe tow something, jet skis or a smaller boat, I think this thing is excellent. And there's Wrangler guy out there goes, yeah, well, you know, it's so long. Hey man, tow a big boat with your Wrangler. You can't do it, or you can, but you can't do it safely. So this thing, I think, meets the needs of really 99% of the Wrangler owners out there. I think this thing meets your needs perfectly. Now, it is long, and then there's drawbacks to that. When we were out on the trail, was it completely perfect on trails? No. Probably a Wrangler in certain situations when I was off-roading this weekend were definitely better, but I don't off-road, I'm not on the trails 7 days a week. I'm on the trails maybe once a month, maybe, you know, every couple of months, and this works perfect for my family. It does. Now, would I make a rock crawler beast out of this thing? No, I've seen it done. There's a lot of YouTube channels where they put 40s under this thing and they've had a blast doing it. But I think that as it's set up now in factory form, performed perfect. Would I like a rear locker in this? Definitely. And I would have had the price on the Mojaves not been, you know, just, this was about $48,000. You get into 53s, 54,000 just to basically, for me, adding a locker. And yeah, there's a couple features you get, and I'm sure, you know, Jeep guy out there is going to say, hey, in the comments, hey, you didn't mention this. I think the Willys package is damn near perfect for normal people's use. You get the mud tire look. Yeah, are they the biggest? No, they're not 33-inch tires. They're about a 32-inch tire, but I don't care. They still have the look, and that's a lot of people off-road or they mall crawl. That's all it's about, is they want the look of this thing. Now, towing on this thing, perfect for what I needed. I mean that. Now, it shifted a little bit going up grades and stuff, but it's an 8-speed transmission. The days of these old 5-speeds where it would stay in third or second are over. This thing's wanting to hunt gears, but it's doing it for fuel efficiency. It's trying to find the best miles per gallon for you in whatever you do. And towing on this thing, once again, I think I got around 13.9 total from Middle Tennessee to Windrock Park in East Tennessee and back, and there's a lot of grade there. We took and off-roaded this thing. Obviously, off-roading, there's a lot of idle time. So I think before I reset it, it was, you know, probably 10 MPGs doing off-roading. And that's, like I said, a lot of idle time. I can't say enough for this. Now, motor in this thing, towing, did excellent. I never felt like, oh man, it's so underpowered. But at the same point, I never felt like, oh man, it's got all the power I want. The motor in this thing is pretty adequate. And I think for, once again, 99% of what people do with these, I think it's perfect. I think Jeep did a really good job with this. Now, would I have liked to went with the diesel? Of course I would have. Who wouldn't want that kind of power and torque? But for my family's life, this thing has worked perfect for me. The one thing I'm going to really ding this thing on is throttle. Throttle control on this thing out in the trails. They're governing these vehicles, and it's not just Jeep. I was experimenting with a new Nissan, a 22 Nissan at the same point, And they're computer controlling these things where you cannot hit RPMs. And there's certain times when you're off-roading, you need some RPMs, you need some wheel spin, and especially like crawling up rocks. And this thing would just govern itself way down and did not want you to do that at all. And I had traction control off. I'm in 4 low, and even in 4 high, I did it. It's the computer trying to not allow you to blow the engine up. Yeah, you can go pedal commanders, and there's all kinds of little options for this. But I think in a factory form, I wish they would give us a little more freedom with that. Maybe have some sort of push button for some sort of off-road that gives you more freedom with your throttle control. And that's been the biggest ding on this, and that's why I got stuck in this thing. And you've seen the video. I had to be pulled out by a Bronco, which was kind of a bummer. But it wasn't due to me being really stuck, it was due to the throttle not allowing me to do what I needed to do in performing with the vehicle. So there you go, there is our 2021 Jeep Gladiator. We off-roaded it, we had a little bit of fun. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is the Jeep still an option for you? Like I said, I think for 99% of the people, this is perfect. I think with the Wrangler guy, I think this is more likely perfect. Now, you need to lift them. They look better once they're lifted with bigger tires. The length somehow balances itself out. So they are a little long, but overall, I've loved my time in this thing, and I can't wait for the next adventure vehicle. So whether it be 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, these Jeeps I've been driving, doesn't matter what you drive, because this has been your All-Terrain Nation. We've been discussing the 2021 Jeep Gladiator Willys Edition. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.
You're tight.